Welcome back. In this segment, we will discuss the monthly sales and operations planning process. So generally, it has the process starts end of the month, and in step one, the performance during previous month is analyzed. For example, what was the planned production and what has been the actual production, what was the planned level of inventory and what has been the actual inventory at the end of the month, what was the sales target and what has been the actual sales and so on. So these data related to sales and forecast is taken over to step two. It serves as input to step two, that is demand planning phase. This is carried out by sales and marketing team, and the ultimate output of this process is the management forecast. Something that we discussed in detail during our discussion on pyramid forecasting. The step three is the supply planning. So this is generally done by the production department. Here resources are analyzed. If there are sufficient resources available to meet the demand. If there are some changes required for the next month's plan, they are made or recommended. And then these two plans are reconciled in step four, that is pre-S&OP meeting. So different recommendations that actually are coming from the demand planning phase and supply planning phase are discussed here. If there are some conflicts, for example, if the demand is more than supply and if some adjustments can be made, they are done here in pre-S&OP meeting. So if there are some alternate plans to meet the demand, they are discussed. So there are different recommendations related to meeting demand, related to the spending that might be required, related to different alternate paths or alternate ways to meet the demand. So these all recommendations are made here, and they are forwarded to executive S&OP meeting. So in this step, the S&OP outputs of different product families are discussed, and sales and operations plans for those product families are approved here. The approval of different spendings is also done here. And if there were some conflicts that couldn't be resolved in step four, they are also discussed and resolved in step five. And of course, ultimate output of this step five are the decisions related to these aspects. And finally, there is authorized game plan. I mean, what is going to be produced in the next month for the different product families is authorized here. And it is also possible that in this meeting, some restrictions are imposed on different departments, or some informal contract takes place between different departments, that they have to abide by these limits or targets. And overall performance of the business is also reviewed in this step five. So you can refer to the book Manufacturing Planning and Control for some details of these steps if they are not clear. Thank you very much.